Yo, check this out.
Hello guys and welcome back to another Division 1 video. Today I just want to go over who Eric Keener was, who he is, and what he was about in Division 1 for our field database and basically his echoes, etc. So if you're wondering the story of Eric Keener, we're going to drop into it here in this video. So first we're going to go ahead and get into the dossier. We're going to head over to field data. And we'll go to missing agents because this is where you're going to find Eric Keener's background. I believe he's agent 16. Starts in Homeland Division. He was a part of the first wave in a Division 1. And he's also a part of the first wave in Division 2, even though Division 2 was a different location. All I'm saying is he was the first wave of Division agents that went out, as long as these other missing agents and other agents who are probably still in the game. So, last name Keener, first name Aaron, age 34, birthplace is Balmede, I don't know how to say that, Tennessee I think, former job, futures trader, place of residence is Ridgewood, New Jersey, blood type O, religion Baptist, psychological profile, potentially prototypical candidate, Citadel graduate, served at Camp Lemonnier in Dejabati, I guess. I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing this right. I'm not great with these kind of words. Got mild reputation as a fobbit. Has combined his military experience and decision-making skills to achieve extensive success in private sector. Very adaptable and confident. Always assumes he's going to come out on top. Twice divorced, maintains friendly relationships with both exes, has been described as too much work to keep up with by one. Deeply invested in doing things right and highly competitive. Had privileged upbringing and has never faced real adversity. Seems able to overcome any obstacle through combination of willpower and intelligence. Very personable, able to get others to work together to achieve his ends. So that's basically his missing agent that you find in the map when you're playing Division 1. You're out on the field, you have these little missing agent watches that pop up and they show you where to find them. You follow them. Number 16 happens to be Aaron Keener. That is basically who he is and his background. Now going over to evidence, back to field data, we're going to go to phone recordings and echoes. So I kind of want to do phone recordings last because the echoes are pretty dope, or I have to read them out. I wish you can replay the echoes from the menu here, but you can't. So we'll go ahead and do phone recordings, and he is going to be known as, I believe, Rogue Agent, or is it? No, it's Keener's reports. And here we go.
God damn it! I was there. I was right there. I could have saved those people. I could have saved the whole fucking situation. Here's what I don't get. How do you recruit the best of the best and not allow them to do their fucking job? Son of a bitch. Thing is, we pull out now. We can't ever go back. The whole area just becomes one big dark zone. Totally lawless. Jesus, we're letting them win. Stop it. Stop being a pussy. Get a fucking grip. Think, goddammit. Idiots. Motherfucking idiots. How dare they? How dare they?
So he seems really pissed off about something in the first report. Let's go ahead and out and see what the second report does.
Okay. First of all, I owe myself an apology. Emotional outbursts are unacceptable, certainly unprofessional, no matter how provoked. So, I apologize. I forgive myself. I move forward. Good. Now the question of the moment, this betrayal, this changes things. Things have changed. This is clear. We have been lied to. We are sent to do a job. Things get tough. Suddenly, we're not allowed to do it. Rules are broken. Values discarded. A city abandoned. This is the truth. This is reality. The man behind the curtain. I have to tell the others.
So it seems like he's lost hope in the division, or I guess in our country's decisions. And because I believe we're in New York right now. Yeah, we're in New York, I believe. They feel abandoned. He feels like the city was just abandoned and it's just one whole dark zone. And I guess I don't know what he means by the man behind the curtain, but we'll see, or maybe not. In Keener's Report 3.
Okay, progress report. I've spoken to several other agents about the division's betrayal. This wasn't easy given our cell structure. I only knew the agents in my cell. One was supportive, two were not. Every war has casualties, as I've been reminded. But the one led to others. I'm encouraged. Obviously, not everyone will be persuadable, but a 1 in 3 success rate is more than expected. I also received an unexpected connection to Colonel Charles Bliss of the Last Man Battalion. I'm told his might be a friendly ear. I look forward to bending it.
So as you can see, he feels, like I said, that the division has betrayed them, and he's trying to recruit other division agents and make them go rogue as he is. Not only that, it seems like he got connected unexpectedly to Colonel Charles Bliss, which is the leader of the Last Man Battalion, which you know, guys, that we just fought in our playthrough. And it seems like he's going to try to bang Keener to his will. Let's see what's going to happen in Report 4.
Progress report. Colonel Bliss proved receptive. A man of rare wisdom and insight. Not to mention a fine taste in single malts. New challenge. With most of the initial wave of agents either dead or playing dead, the division has apparently activated a second wave. Smaller than the first, it seems. Poor planning. For want of a nail, the war was... I'm sure they're good people. Unfortunately, they can't be allowed to succeed, so we'll have to cut some assignments short. Nobody said saving the world was going to be easy.
So I guess in his mindset, he's saving the world. In the division, the second wave is where we come into the game, because we are the second wave division agent. So whatever character you are, you're a second wave division agent, just like I am. And everybody who watched my playthrough, that is us being the second wave, trying to get down to what's going on here with the green virus.
Progress report. It looks like the Last Man Battalion's the best bet, at least in the short term. I've set up a line of communication with Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss, and it's proving mutually beneficial. There's a certain overlap of viewpoints there, and some shared ambition. He's a man who has a vision for this godforsaken rock, one that I can work with. We've already collaborated on one operation in Brooklyn, but taking down a helicopter is just a first step. Let's see how far this can go.
So the helicopter that was taken down, I'm assuming, is the one with Faye Lau in it. Which, you know, I don't know if we were in it or not. I honestly can't remember, but I do remember she's still injured, as you guys see in the playthrough. We're basically doing all her bidding in the game. And so from that point where we started, when we got into the game, he's trying to see how far that this can go.
I've had an idea, and it's a good one. Let's think about the virus. What do we know? That it's similar to smallpox. Not smallpox, but similar. Which means it's a designated variation. Smallpox is the base on which a designer made alterations. Now, live smallpox exists in only 2 places, DCD and Russia. The base virus had to come from one of them. DCD? I would have heard if their security had been breached. So, Russia. Now let's think about the designer. Are there virologists with connections to both New York and Russia? In fact, there are 2. One's Russian, one's American. A little research tells me both were in New York on Black Friday. Thank you, Shade Tech.
So it seems like from the Shade Tech being a division agent, he discovered that whatever or whoever came up with the smallpox virus or the green Black Friday virus had to be not in DCD, which I'm not sure what DCD stands for, but I'm pretty sure it's something that we found out in the game. On that, he found out that there's a Russian in America in New York, and those are the ones that we got to. It's like Amherst apartment and the Russian biologist who we extracted during the playthrough to the second to last mission in the game. If you guys want to check these out, I'm going to leave links to these playthroughs and videos at the end of this video. Let's go ahead and get into report 7 before we get into our echoes.
Let me rethink things a little. Did some more digging into our two virologists, specifically their work. That's where things got interesting. Now, if I'm reading Chernenko's abstracts right, there was no need to steal the smallpox, not when it had already been decoded and digitalized and set up to be tucked into an email like any other attachment. And that digital genome was just sitting there, waiting for someone with the right know-how and the right equipment and the right imagination to make it live. This version of New York is just a start. The possibilities are endless. Is there a limit to what can be done? Let's find out.
Alrighty, and there you have it. And that's what you get to know more into the story. So as you can see, Keener's behind trying to keep this virus alive and destructing, the world, or saving the world. So let's go ahead and get into the echoes now. So let's go ahead and get into the echoes now so you guys can have an idea of what he was like when he was out with the first wave. Now, if there's any more things you guys want to see or know about in this game, more evidence, voice calls, etc., please let me know in the comments down below.
Favorite pirate radio podcast? Probably its only pirate radio podcast. Now, we've talked about the JTF, the Joint Task Force that's made up of city cops and first responders. They've made a pretty big difference in a lot of neighborhoods since this whole crazy mess got started. But just like food, water, sanity, and clean underwear, the JTF are a handy resource.
So we're going to scroll down to Rogue Agent because these are the echoes of Aaron Keener. So it shows, and you'll discover this through the game. If you guys see my playthrough, we might have ran into some of these and I might have played them out, but because they do not play back in field data, you're not going to be able to really see what's going on in their conversation. It's not like the echoes move or anything, but there is like a conversation kind of detailing what you see in the little paragraph under the title of the echo. So this is Safe House under Rogue Agents 1. A first wave division agent, which is known as Aaron Keener, is hunkered down in a JTF safe house. Protecting a small group of civilians, the wreckers are closing in on their position. The agent attempts to radio evac, but is rebuffed by headquarters. Now in O2, Retaliation, again you can see, well in the first one you can see Aaron Keener is in the center of all these agents and he's trying to get some help to evacuate these citizens, but this is probably when he feels like they've been betrayed and that New York is basically just a big black dark zone. So Retaliation, let's get into it. A first wave division agent, aka Aaron Keener, has killed a group of Rikers who were executing a JTF soldier by hanging him from a digger. The agent walks off, leaving the JTF soldier to his fate. So as you can see here, there's a JTF soldier hanging off of that digger. Looks like he's being hangmaned. And there's a bunch of dead agents, one in the digger, two outside of the digger on the floor. And those are Rikers, not JTF agents, I'm sorry, but those are Riker members of the faction that you met in the game. And as you can see, Aaron Keener is over here to the far right, looking up at the JTF. And he just leaves him there. Instead of helping the JTF soldier, he lets him die. Alright. Let's get into 03, Executioner. A rogue division agent execute a man in cold blood after he finds him standing over an unconscious woman in the alley. So basically, Aaron Keener, right is wrong, unlawful things happen, as you heard in his phone calls that he left for us. But I guess there was an unconscious warder, and who knows what the person did to the woman. But Aaron Keener took it upon himself to execute that person. Which, hey, I probably would have done the same thing if I was a division agent and I seen somebody either raping, stealing, or basically brutally beating a woman unconscious. Who won it, right? Going on to 04 capture. Now this is part of a mission. When you get close to the end of the mission, this is when Fei Lao and yourself finds out that there's a rogue agent a part of what's going on. A squad of First Wave Division agents have been captured by LMB, Last Man Battalion, aka Charles Bliss's army, are in the process of being interrogated by a rogue division agent, which is aka Aaron Keener. Until the rogue agent loses his patience and executes them. So he's trying to interrogate them, get some information off of them. Instead, I guess they get under his skin, he loses his patience, and he basically executes them in cold blood. And this is where we come in and we find this echo of what happened. Going on to 05, United Nations. The Last Man Battalion, LMB, accompanied by a rogue division agent, aka Aaron Keener, attacked the United Nations. The Security Council escapes through a secure bunker located behind the General Assembly area. A bodyguard forces the last council member who doesn't want to abandon his delegations into the bunker, apparently or alternately sacrificing himself in the process. Now I'm kind of a little confused of what's going on here. It just seems like the LMB and Aaron Keener went to attack the United Nations. There's a security council which escaped into a secure bunker. I don't believe we got there in time with that mission, because I know there's a mission called General Assembly. That's probably where we got this echo from. And a bodyguard forces the last council member who doesn't want to abandon his delegation into the bunker. Okay, so it seems like one of those council members stayed who didn't want to leave his delegations, with the other members who did end up escaping and basically sacrificed himself in the process, I'm pretty sure for a good reason, as we discovered in our playthrough for the division. Going on to the 6th field data echo drop that we have for Aaron Keener, aka Rogue Agents. Now this is the ending one. This is one of the last missions you see, where I forgot what it's called, but it's a really short mission. You're just going to go try to catch Aaron Keener, but we were too late. So Aaron Keener broke into Gordon Amherst's lab, stealing all the research data, hardware, and samples for a new virus. He also left behind a message, and that message is in that echo. So that pretty much wraps it about Aaron Keener in the Division 1, who he was, what he was about, what he became, and what his goals are. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. I hope you guys look forward to the Division 2 playthrough with me, Daniel Doesn't. And if you already know the game, you play the game, or you want more, I have a lot of Division moment videos, which is me in the Dark Zone taking on a bunch of players in PvP, having so much fun with me and my group. Plenty builds like my glass cannon skill build, I have a gunner build, and many more for you guys to enjoy. I will leave that and the playthrough at the end of this clip for you guys to enjoy and click on. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. Shout out to Aaron / my Aaron Keener, Lestat, and my cousin Cuckoo Games, which you guys should check out and leave a sub, because we're almost at 1,000 and it really does help. And my other 2 supporters, Caro and Nani, Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch. All you guys for taking your time to watch out of your day. I know time is money, time out of our days, even though we might think it might not be a lot, but to me, the time out of your day that you take to watch my content means so much and really does help me. And until next time, guys, check out these videos, and I'll talk to you guys later.